Hello, so it's Scarlett again, and I'm doing another live video. It's been a whole week since I did my last one, which is crazy. Still nervous, but that's okay. Today I wanted to talk a little bit more about some other Limelight products. Last week I talked about the foundation, which is awesome, and so many people have tried it already and waiting on it in the mail, and it's really the best stuff you're ever going to use. I already have on my foundation, and I have half of my face done in the look that I'm going to show you today, and then we're going to build a little bit on top of it. It is 10 o'clock, and I've worked out and all this today, so ignore everything else. Just try to pay attention to the face area. Good thing I don't do hair products. That's all I got to say. Okay, so we're going to start with simple eye routine. I am going to use just a few products and show you how far Limelight products can go, especially their eyeshadows and their multi-purpose uses. So I'm going to use mainly these four colors right here. So we've got, those colors will work for pretty much anybody. Brown eyes, blue eyes, green eyes, it's going to make them all pop and look gorgeous. You can play with the same look that I'm going to teach you today in different shades and build on it, make it look more dramatic, less dramatic, whatever you feel comfortable with. And I'll show you how to do a little bit of that today too. So we're going to start, actually I'm not going to start with eyeshadow. I'm going to start with my concealer, which I also use as a eyeshadow primer. It is waterproof and doubles as an eyeshadow primer. So all I'm doing here is doing that. I'm barely touching the palette and I'm getting a ton on my finger. Well, not even a ton, but it goes a long way. So that's going to give a nice even finish to my eyelid. I come pretty far down with my concealer just to get everything covered. So that's going to give us our nice base. I also follow up with the mattifying powder to keep everything creaseless and in place. Okay. After that, we're going to start with the brows. So for my brows, I use brownie points, which is right there. Not a lot of people need that color because it is so dark. I have naturally black eyebrows, so I need it. A lot of people use a corkable, which is right here. Andrew, please stop. Okay. So I'm going to use brownie points on an angled brush, and I'm going to start with short strokes and then longer ones out on the edge. You can play with fuller brows or, try to keep them super natural. I found that a lot of people feel more comfortable supernatural. I do too. Just filling in the gaps. When I was young, I tweezed my eyebrows a lot because I had a lot of eyebrows. And now I almost have none, so that's fun. Just in time for big eyebrows to come back. Okay, so I filled in my brows, just a supernatural quick look, and that's an eyeshadow that I use all the time as well. It can be a liner, it can be used for your brows, and I use it in my crease, so it goes a long way. The next thing we're going to do is highlight. This is Cream Boat, and all I'm going to do is the top half of my lid. Like so. And that's it on the highlight there. So then we're going to move down to our lid color. This would be the color that you could play with and do like a green or a shimmer metallic color, and that's going to be just the main thing that people see. So you're going to push that. I like to dot instead of swoop because it keeps less product from getting on your face. And it keeps it nice and in place on your lid, which is all that we want this color on. Like that. After that, we're going to pick our color for the crease. And I'm doing a daytime look. So I'm going to do a Corkable, which is the lighter brown shade that I have right there. And we're going to start in the corner and work our way in. And then we're going to blend. Everybody's seen those girls on Pinterest with like super defined crease, which is fun. It's cool, but it's probably not a look that you're going to wear all the time. So I've got my crease done, and then I'm going to take a blendy brush and just kind of blend it all together. So that's it, except for some liner. If you want to build up a little bit, I think I'm going to do a little more in my crease there with the Corkable. Even it out a little bit. Okay, now we're going to use the same thing that I used on my brows, and I'm going to use it as a liner. So that's the brownie points, and I'm going to take a really fine brush and wet it. Just a little bit of water, and then I swirl it into my product like this and swirl. So here, my cat is definitely chewing on my mirror cord right now. So stupid cats. Anyway, so what you're going to do is start from the outside and work your way in. Now you can do a wing, you can do more smoky look. More smoky look, I would say just don't wet the liner brush. Go. Okay. Chris was supposed to wrangle up all the animals, but he didn't. So if you're watching this, babe, come get the cats. So, okay. So that's a simple liner. I got a little more wingy on this side, so I'm just going to wipe. And you can see how concentrated and pigmented that shadow is because it made a great liner. And I usually wear black eyeliner, and I've always worn it my entire life, and I put a bunch on. A little less now, but definitely a lot when I was younger. It's not always the way to go, you know. I love black eyeliner still, but I use a little bit of brown for a more natural look these days. Okay, so for the bottom, I've been doing this a lot, and I think it's so fun. So I use the Tiki bar right here. It's a metallic, and it's going to give me a little bit of a highlight on that lower lash line. And you can use brownie points or whatever liner you used on the top on the bottom. I just think that the shimmer on the bottom adds a little something to it. Okay. So, I've got how many products on my eyes? 4 colors. That's it. And I'm using brow liner, all of my eyeshadow. The great thing about the eye palettes is that you can pick and choose colors and build your own palette. So I picked these 6 colors and I put them in a palette. You can pick 4 colors and put them in a palette. It's just up to you. Next I'm going to finish my daytime look with a little Perfect mascara. This is a fiber mascara. It does add length and volume. I don't really have a lot of eyelashes, but it definitely gives me more. More length, more volume. Can you really put mascara on without opening your mouth? I do not think it's possible. I've never done it. Okay. So there's my eye look. Now you can see I have a little bit more contour on this side of my face. So I'm going to show you my everyday contour blush routine. So first I'm going to start with the Perfect bronzer. And I get a little bit on my brush. And I do a 3 pattern. So I'm going to start at the top, go right underneath my cheekbone, and right underneath my jawbone. and blend into my neck. If you add bronzer to your nose and everywhere, you're not going to get the effect that bronzer is supposed to have, which is to add contour and to create a slimming look. Dusty, you're funny. Thank you. Okay, so now I'm going to do blush. This is my favorite blush of all time. I don't even like blush that much until I found this one. This is called Keen, and it's a rose gold. It's really pretty. So it's got some gold shimmer in it, and I just do right on the apples of my cheeks and up. So you don't need a lot of this. Like, I don't know if you could ever run out of blush, because if you do, you're really putting it on, because it really lasts forever. You don't need much at all. Then lastly, I do a little highlight. This is called Glow, and I love it because it's really going to work for every skin tone. It's got a goldenish kind of dusty pink, but it doesn't look pink. I put it right, not under my eye per se, but right on the top of my cheek. And you can see it there. It's very pretty. A little here on top of my brows. And chin, nose. That's it. Okay. Last on my daytime look, I do nude lip liner. And this stuff stays on all day. And then I do our signature lip gloss in Peace. It's very pretty. Look at this container. Oh. We have a lot of good collections right now with miniature versions of these. And they'll make great gifts. They'll last a long time. And they're beautiful. The container and on. Thanks, Marlena. So I do, when I like to line my lips, because I go just a little, like right on the edge. I don't think you should go on the outside of your lip, but right on the edge, and you're going to get that full lip. It's going to actually outline your true lip. So you're accentuating your lips. You're not making them look like they're this big. You know, that doesn't look good. Okay, I want to be quick with these videos. So I just want to show you really quick what I would do every time I come home and I'm like, hey, I'm not cooking tonight. Let's go eat out or something. So Chris is like, okay, get ready. And then he starts looking at his watch like this. And so I quickly fix my makeup real quick. Now, I usually touch up my foundation just a little bit. Usually it's here, put a little more mattifying powder on. That's it with my face. For my eyes, if I was wanting to get an evening look, a little more drama in the eyes, I would take that brownie points that I used on my brows and my liner, and I would just add a little more to my crease on the outside and work your way in. So you're creating a smoky eye, but it's not too much. And I would take my blender again and blend it all together. If you wanted to go back and add black eyeliner, you could do that. If I was going to do a bold lip, I'd probably stick to the brown. Because people can pull off bold eyes and bold lips. You know, just how you feel. If you feel real spunky, do both. Most of the time, I like to pick one. So what you can do too is take a dry liner brush, thicken up that outside edge of your liner, and blend it into your crease. Oh, I'm getting a little crazy on this side. It's kind of weird looking at a phone. But it's all also weird to do your makeup in front of 1,400 of your friends. So there's that. Okay, now if we did this, I would want to add some really pretty red or dark. I love purpley browns, love that. But I'm going to show you my current favorite lipstick. It's called Red Hot. And this lipstick, it's not a stain, so it's going to be creamy, but it's still going to stay. Okay, so now I've definitely elevated my look to be more night appropriate, and I have a lot of bright light on my face right now, but if you took away some of the lighting, which I can't do, but it would look, oh, it wouldn't be as dramatic. There you go, that looks better. So I have went from daytime to nighttime with one quick, easy look. If you have any questions about anything I did tonight or any of the products, I'd love to show you. I've done several makeovers and they're so much fun. For those of you back in Lincoln County, I'll be back around the holidays and we can schedule something. Just get in touch with me. I have several foundations that we can try on you to get your skin tone. If I don't have them, we can still get you matched. So just let me know, and thanks for watching. Bye.